What is up, guys? And today we are going to be talking about the exciting new games that are either timed exclusives to Xbox or just exclusives to the console in general. Let's get into it. Welcome back, guys, to yet another brand new video here on the Major Ben Gaming channel, and today we are going to be discussing the incredible games that are exclusive to the Xbox platform. And just to be clear, guys, before we start, when I say Xbox platform, I mean the consoles, xCloud, and PC. These are all considered as part of the Xbox ecosystem. Whether you love that or you hate it, that is just how it is. So the first few that are on the list, we'll get them out of the way because they are the ones that have either already launched and able to be downloaded right now or be launching very soon. So we will get those done first, and then we'll get onto more exciting titles. So first we have The Medium. As you guys all know, this game has really broken the boundaries in terms of the horror games on console. The Medium is a psychological horror game played in a third-person mode, and you play as Marianne, a medium who can travel into the spirit realm. Being able to inhabit both worlds helps to aid the puzzle solving that is incorporated into this game. Her psychic abilities may also be used against hostile forces and are recharged by interacting with energy spots called spirit wells. Now, this game, as you guys will know by now, really pushes the boundaries in terms of both consoles and PC hardware. This game in certain points is running two worlds simultaneously, which really pushes the hardware. Unfortunately, on the Series X, this is a 30 FPS game, and it does run between 1440p and 4K, whereas on the Series S is also obviously 30 FPS, but runs between 900p and 1080p. So this is a little disappointing here, but to be honest, this game is so demanding. Like, even the RTX 3090 can't hit a solid 60 FPS with ultra settings on this game. It's just insane. This game really is pushing the boundaries of what these systems can do. This game really has been successful according to the developer Bloober team. I really hope this encourages them to continue making games like this for the future because they're just fantastic. In terms of a PS5 release, this is a timed exclusive on Xbox right now, but you should see something soon on PlayStation in the next year or two probably, but it's going to be a little while anyway. The next game on this list that we're going to be talking about is actually one that's already released as well and can be played right now, and this is Call of the Sea. Now, I did download this the other day, and unfortunately I've got to say it's not my kind of game. The 30 FPS cap really killed this for me, and I just don't get why it's been capped at that. Like, the game looks gorgeous, but it's not that demanding for this kind of console. But Call of the Sea is an otherworld first-person puzzle adventure game that follows a woman's desperate search in the 1930s for her missing husband in the isolated reaches of the South Pacific. This search takes place on a strange but seriously beautiful island in the South Pacific, filled with secrets waiting to be unearthed. So this game will probably be really cool for some of you guys, and graphically it's just incredible, but I hate playing 30 FPS games now because going back to it actually genuinely makes me feel dizzy. Like, I didn't play a huge amount of Xbox One X. I played a lot of PC during that generation because I hated it. I hated sticking to 30 FPS, and it just made me feel unwell, and I suffer with migraines and stuff, so that really doesn't help. But this is one for you guys to check out if you're interested in this style of game. And in terms of exclusivity, we have no knowledge at this point about a PS5 release, but I would imagine it will be coming in the future. Right, so now we're going to get more into the interesting games for the future of Microsoft. These are games that cannot be played at this time. So we're going to start off with Bright Memory Infinite here. Bright Memory is a sci-fi shooter that mixes firearms, swords, and supernatural powers in an almost first-person take on the combo-heavy combat scene in games like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. This game is a soft remake that expands upon the campaign and implements additional mechanics. Bright Memory is set to release sometime in 2021, and this is kind of all we know so far. Now, as you can see, in terms of what's on screen, the trailer, it looks absolutely insane and really reminds me of a more up-to-date kind of Titanfall with more combat elements to keep it even more fast-paced. This game just looks phenomenal. I can't wait to try this one out. But the game is actually set in a sprawling futuristic metropolis in the year 2036, where a strange phenomenon for which scientists can find no explanation has occurred in the skies around the world. Supernatural Science Research Organization, or SRO, has sent agents out to various regions to investigate this phenomenon. I will assume we will play as one of these agents, and yeah, it will just be really really awesome, judging by the combat, the way the weapons seem to work. I believe this will launch in 2021 for Series X, and in terms of a PS5 release, we don't know right now. It seems like it's a timed exclusive for Xbox, but we will have to see in the future. Going on to Everwild now. This game just looks gorgeous. Coming from the developer Rare, who made the gorgeous Sea of Thieves game that we all know and love today, this game just looks graphically phenomenal. Everwild is a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. We don't actually know what you'll be doing in this game, don't know the main protagonist in the game, but visually right now this game just looks stunning. So looking at the trailer, it just looks gorgeous, and I literally don't have much more to say because we don't know a huge amount about this right now. The developers did speak up on this game and have since made a dev talk, and this is what they had to say.
And our Eternals, which are our...
They are player characters,
absolutely.
So yeah, very excited to be able to share what they're called, our Eternals. So yeah, it's cool that we get to introduce them in this particular shot with their creatures by their side.
And that's an important part, is the connection as well. So all the way through the trailer, you start seeing these little moments of connection between the Eternals and also the animals that they interact with. And right at the start, there is the Eternal on the far right, and she's walking alongside a deer-like creature.
Bloom deer, as our Discord people are calling it. So thank you for the bloom deer.
So, walking alongside the bloom deer, and again, it's a bit of a callback to our past trailer, where you can actually see that moment of connection being built.
Which kind of takes us into our next shot, right, which is the campfire. So as we've been developing this project, we've been learning a lot about the natural world and all the crazy animals and things that live in it. So one of the creatures that appears in the campfire shot is this bird-like creature that swoops down and takes some food out of one of the Eternals' hands.
There's a relationship between that creature and the Eternals.
Oh, I love this because it's very different to what we showed before. Another example of just like how diverse this world is, how many different types of environments you can have, and just how interesting all of those environments can be.
So our next shot features a different creature for us. First time we're showing this one as well. So it's a fluffy creature, but it's inspired by elephants and the way that they can tear down trees and actually remove plant life from an area. So this is something that this creature does naturally. Yeah, so it's a rich, dense world with so many different environments and biomes, as we sometimes call them, to experience and explore.
So in terms of release date for this, I believe this will be 2021 on Xbox, and in terms of PlayStation, a big no-no on this one, as Rare is a developer that is owned by Microsoft. So yeah, no luck for you Sony guys on this one, I am afraid. I guess you just have to stick with, Sea of Thieves and stuff. Oh wait, yeah, that's also exclusive to Microsoft, my bad. But I thought Xbox has no games. Like, I'm confused with what's going on right now. Anyway, on to the next game on this list. This one I'm very much hyped for. Any person in this video right now who hasn't played the first Hellblade and owns a Xbox, go and pause the video right here, go and download the game on Game Pass, watch the rest of the video while you wait, and just play through this game. Please, it is just fantastic. But please don't forget to come back to the video if you've already got it downloaded. So this is from the developers Ninja Theory. Hellblade 2 is a continuation of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, a third-person action game with insanely good sound design. Guys, make sure when you play this game, if you haven't already, wear a good pair of headphones or a good sound system that's plugged into your TV. I don't want to see you over there, little Timmy, using your headphones that came along with your smartphone right there. Yeah, none of that. I see you. I see you. No, I'm not. Dude, I see you, bro. I see you. No, not a huge amount is known about this game right now, but Ninja Theory has made this abundantly clear in their release videos where they talked about the dev process that this is going to be set in Iceland, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Much like Everwild, they have actually made a dev talk on this game, and I'll sum it up a little bit, but this is what they had to say.
While Hellblade gave us a very personal insight into psychosis, this sequel builds on that to show how madness and suffering shapes myths, gods, and religion. Our goal is to make an experience comparable to the epic myths and sagas of old. The team will be about twice the size of Hellblade's team, still very small by AAA standards, but aims to prove that small teams can achieve great things using procedural technologies and smart tools.
So we contacted Saga Film, and over 2 weeks we went to 40 different locations. We narrowed those 40 locations down to a journey that cinema could take across the country. And I returned there a few months later with our core creative team. Representatives of every discipline were there, art, audio, design, and Melina herself came along. I really wanted everyone to experience the full, immersive feeling of being in such a strange, beautiful, and dangerous country. While we were there, we also coordinated with Quixel, who happened to be out there with a few teams, traveling across the country, scanning different biomes, creating assets that we could use in our game. So the goal from here now is to capture that sense of awe and epic of Senua's journey as she travels hundreds of miles seamlessly across Iceland, and reproduce it, recreate it, a 9th century version of Iceland that is as real and immersive as possible. And this is the approach we're taking with everything in Hellblade. Everything should be based on something real. Whether it's a sound, the trickle of a stream, the sounds of the forest, the lighting, the clouds, the landscape, satellite data, all of these things we're developing new tools and methods of assembling a grounded truth from which we can create our journey.
Honestly, this really is going to be one of the best looking Series X game when it comes to the next gen launches, and in terms of a release date, we don't actually have a set one right now, but it is looking like 2021, so this year, which would be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and again, this is exclusive to Xbox. No luck for you Sony guys, so sorry for that. Going on to the bigger titles now. I know Hellblade is a big title, but these are just on another level. We have Fable. I mean, how much do I really need to say here? Playground Games, the same guys who made Forza Horizon, is working on the new soft reboot for the Fable franchise. I would really love to be able to talk about this game and show you gameplay and stuff, but there is not a lot to know right now, unfortunately. I mean, it's going to be an amazing game. I mean, it's Fable, right? So it's going to be good, but we don't have any further information on this at this time. I mean, I should think it's a way off, to be honest, but yeah, can't wait to get my hands on it. And this is an Xbox exclusive, obviously, yet again. I mean, you know, Microsoft has no exclusive games, guys. Microsoft has none, you know. They don't have any. They have no exclusives. So Fable, you know, don't know what that is. Don't know what does Fable even mean. But seriously, jokes aside, this game is probably not looking like it's going to come out for a year or two, maybe more at this point. I don't know, but yes, this is an exclusive to Microsoft. Next, we're going on to Stalker 2. This is set to take place in one of the largest game worlds ever made, which is insane. This game puts you into the role of a bounty hunter whose job is to, you know, hunt bounties. But no, his job is to actually take down targets and collect treasure in the radiated wasteland of Chernobyl. The game will have a non-linear story. This is a narrative technique where events are portrayed out of the chronological order or the logical order presented in the story. I definitely did not Google that right there at all. This game is again exclusive to Microsoft and will be released on PC and console. This is one I really am eager and can't wait to get my hands on as well. So yeah, make sure you guys keep an eye out on this channel for updates. But in terms of a release date for this, it is rumored to be coming 2021, but with everything going on in the world right now, with COVID and delays and stuff, it's really difficult to say for sure. We'll have to wait for a firm release date, but I can't wait, and you guys should be hyped to get your hands on this game. So next, we've got our second horror game on the list here, and this is Scorn. Now, this is some weird looking stuff. If you're wondering what that is on the screen right now, I don't know, but it's dodgy. I would like to know what is going on inside the devs' heads over at EBB Software. I think it's EBB, or is it EB? I don't know, but EB Software. Scorn is a grotesque horror action-adventure game pushing you through nightmarish environments designed to invoke body horror and fearful discomfort. So this just sounds lovely. It's what you want to be doing on your Friday night, right? No, I'm just kidding. No, you might actually enjoy that, some of you guys. This game is rumored to release sometime in 2021, and in terms of PlayStation announcements, we really don't know. Some places are reporting this is actually an Xbox exclusive, but I'm not sure. This game just looks really strange. We've seen a few bits of gameplay. One of my hopes is that it's not just constantly based around these kind of tunnel places where it's just skin tunnels, I want to say. I hope they actually venture outside and get a bit bigger with the game. I don't know though. It looks cool. It looks interesting. The combat is cool. The reloading of the weapon animations is fantastic with the weird alien stuff, but it's definitely a weird one, but that is coming in the future for Xbox. Now, a game from big boy Vin Diesel. We have Ark 2 here. Ark 2 is a sequel to, you know, Ark Survival Evolved, Ark 1, an action adventure based survival game where players have to survive a hostile prehistoric world filled with scientific technology. I'd imagine this is going to be very similar to the Friday the 1st arc, similar setting with, you know, more Vin Diesel, I guess, which is kind of cool. He is actually an executive producer in the game as well, which is interesting. So apparently though, this game is an Xbox exclusive and will be coming to Xbox Series X, S, and PC sometime in 2022, depending on delays. Oh, and fun fact, the reason Vin Diesel is actually involved is because, you know, you're probably actually wondering why he is, but he was a huge fan of the first Ark game and actually logged over 1,000 hours into it. God, this guy is a gamer, which is awesome. He's been involved in game development as well throughout the years of his career, so that's pretty cool as well. Now, onto the game on the list that I am most excited about, and the one that kind of makes this list just the best, to be honest. This is Avowed from the developer Obsidian Entertainment. You know, just the guys responsible for a few small titles like, you know, the Outer Worlds and some of the Fallout games. That's all, just nothing major. But Avowed, anyway, is a single-player RPG set in the same universe as Pillars of Eternity, one of the previous games that Obsidian made. Obsidian has actually described Avowed as an epic first-person experience, but we don't know too much beyond that at this time. There is no release date on this one at the moment, but I think we're pretty far off from it, and I wouldn't expect anything until well after 2023 at this point, but you never know. This game will be exclusive to Xbox, and yeah, from what we've seen so far, this just looks insane, and it's going to be a fantastic game, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But I wish there was more I could say, but at this time, there's just nothing happening because it's a way off, as I said, so we'll have to wait and see. Loads of information coming soon. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel to keep updated with all the games that are coming out. But anyway, guys, we're near the end of this video now. I just want to say recently I've been playing some Halo Reach, and I've actually been really enjoying that on the Master Chief Collection on my Series X. This game actually looks fantastic considering how old it is now, and it's just really, really good. Also, I finished Little Nightmares 2, and man, that game is a good game. It is flipping weird though, but if you have any doubts, go and pick it up because it's really good. Bear in mind, if you pick it up, you seriously are ready for a crazy weird ride. It is strange, but yeah, just enjoy it, have fun with it. It's a fantastic game, and it's just interesting anyway. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for all the support that you've been giving me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Please do consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.